I'm going to start a series going through these fishing kits, mystery tackle boxes, giving them a grade, telling you what I do and don't like about them, and hopefully saving you some of your hard-earned money from buying these junky fishing kits. So let's get into this video. Can I catch a fish with a $6.50 Walmart clearance tackle box? Let's find out. $6.50. Look, the zip ties are even still on there. Good zip ties. Keep it from stealing. I already broke the tackle box. Nope, it's good. We fixed it. Slasher. What do we got? Some split shot, some small white jig heads, some power bait, little curly tail neon green chartreuse jigs there, some nice long shank hooks, some shorter ones, beetle spin, a little bit smaller beetle spin, and a couple bobbers. Okay, we can work with this, hopefully. Let's get rigged up and find out if we can actually catch a fish. I'm gonna start with this white jig head and then those chartreuse little grubs. Get my mad skills on video. Never mind, it didn't work. It might work. Let's see if we can go catch some fish with that. First cast. Terrible cast. This might take a while. That literally hit a fish in the nose. I can tell because of my super mega cool sunglasses. A snake or a turtle eating on that fish?
I don't know.
It's like sticking its head up over it. Well, the jig didn't work. The jig's usually my go-to fishing lure, but I guess we're gonna have to go a little old school here and just throw a hook and worm and a bobber out there and see if that will catch him. Go with this long shanked hook here. It's got a nice small hook gap there. It's just a smooth-mouthed split shot with no tabs on the end to get it off. Just clamping that on there and hoping you never have to take it off. Holy cow, is it a man's split shot? Maybe that's why people are always biting their split shots. We won't worry about the split shot, I guess. Just run a hook and a bobber. Keep it simple. And the classic Bill Dance live red worms. There's a wriggly boy. It's not cheating. We're still using the bobber, the hook. We probably could have dug a worm somewhere. Dadgummit. Bill Dance move there. My goodness, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna quit fishing. We'll just do it different. We'll start making friendship bracelets or something. Stone post friendship bracelets.
And here we have some boondoggle keychains, a must-have for this season's fashion.
Already made like affinity of those at scout camp.
So I'm never going to fish again. So here's a. I'm turning all of my fishing lures into friendship bracelets. Recording that. Look at that! I finally got a bluegill. Wow! 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 We're still turning all the fishing lures into friendship bracelets. It's a pretty male bluegill. We caught a fish. Let's open up this fishing kit and I'll tell you what I think about it. So these Berkley Power Bait 1.5" power grubs, I actually like those. I like Power Bait, Berkley, the scent and oil that they put on them. I think adds some scent, flavor, a little smell, but I actually like those. These long shank hooks, I like those. These hooks in general from Shakespeare are usually pretty decent. So both these hooks, pretty good. This is what I use to fish. Just a jig head with one of those grubs on it. Usually those are pretty good. Wasn't able to catch a fish with it, but not bad. I like that setup, white jig head. The jig heads themselves, not that great. Not that great of quality. Lots of burrs on the lead, the eyelets, if it'll focus. They're actually not painted over, but pretty close to being painted over. These beetle spins they're all right. They're pretty hard to mess up. Just generic little clip there, and really it's just a jig head with a generic grub on there, so not bad. And it comes with 2 different sizes. So they do kind of give you some options there. The bobbers, your standard cheap bobber, they'll do the trick. And these split shots are absolutely worthless. They were too hard to pinch down on the fishing line, and there's no tabs on the back of them to get them back off. So once you pinch them on there, they're just on your line. They're stuck on there. So those are junk. They also give you some reading materials, and it gives you a list of everything that's included in this tackle box. It kind of gives you a few setups here, how to set up and rig up the beetle spin, a float rig, in Spanish also, how to tie some basic fishing knots there. There's also some extra dividers in here so you can actually utilize this whole tackle box. And the tackle box itself isn't bad. I like the different compartments. You know, they give you plenty of dividers there. And I like that you can clip it onto a fishing pole and actually be able to take it with you pretty easily. So on clearance, this tackle box or fishing kit was $6.50. Originally, it was $15.67. So that's not a bad price for this fishing kit. So if you can find this tackle box on clearance for $6.50, it's not a bad kit. I wouldn't recommend it at the original price of $15.67. But overall, I would have to give this tackle box either a C+ or a D-. You know, it's got some usable stuff in there. You'll definitely be able to catch some fish with it, but like these split shots, worthless. The jig heads are kind of a low quality, but functional, but all right for the price and overall. The clearance kit will catch fish, but you might want to bring some worms for backup just in case. We'll see you on the next one.